And surely a real internet detective would not break criminal and civil laws in trying to get information, right? So why have you allowed the illegal recording of Jeff's phone call without his permission? And then more like an internet criminal, post it online.
And it was interesting. It was like, this is wild.
Now, although you didn't...
Oh, the phone call. The CoffeeZilla phone call. The internet is abuzz, with Coffee giving Logan's manager a buzz and recording it. Was he over the line? Ugh, these puns, good grief. I'm Josh Stanford, I'm America's attorney. I find myself giving up-to-the-minute coverage on the feud between Logan Paul and CoffeeZilla. Now it's time for you to lawyer up, learn the rules of the game, join our mission, join the movement here. We are on a very fast track to 10,000 subscribers, maybe even later today. Right now, you have a chance to be a part of something special. Hit the subscribe button. Now, many of you are asking, oh, whoa, where'd I go? What about these phone call recordings? Now, for those of you living under a rock, here's a very quick recap of what's going on. YouTube-based investigative reporter CoffeeZilla posted a 3-part series in which he explored the fraud and the lost millions of dollars, allegedly, of everyone who signed up for Logan Paul's Crypto Zoo game. And now Logan Paul is threatening to sue CoffeeZilla over the series of videos claiming defamation, right? Got it. Great. Now, as I already explained in another video, Logan's threatened defamation lawsuit is a loser. He had not spoken to a lawyer when he threatened to take CoffeeZilla to court, and he can't win that case. Dead. Now let's move on. What's left? What everyone wants to know is this. Would Logan Paul have some kind of a legitimate case against CoffeeZilla because Coffee recorded this phone call, a phone call, without permission? Now, during the investigation of Logan Paul, CoffeeZilla called Logan Paul's manager, Jeff, and recorded the phone call with him. Logan Paul is now claiming that the phone call was illegally recorded and illegally posted. And he is under the impression that CoffeeZilla broke California Penal Code 632, which defines the crime of eavesdropping using a recording device to listen in on another person's confidential communication. California is a 2-party consent state, but CoffeeZilla resides in Texas. Now, most of you already know that in the U.S. there are 2 types of states, single-party consent states and 2-party consent states. A 2-party state is a state in which a party to a phone call cannot record the phone call without letting the other party know. The person recording knows that they're recording. They need the consent of the other party, and that's 2 parties. A 1-party recording state is simpler. If you are a party to a phone call, you can record it. You give yourself the consent. Now, let's assume, just for the sake of argument, that Coffee didn't tell manager Jeff that he was recording the call. Well, we don't know that's true, but Logan says that it's so. Wait, Logan said, is it? So that means it's not true? Whatever. Let's just assume Coffee secretly recorded the phone call. So what? Well, I'm going to go through the 4 reasons. 4 reasons why it just doesn't matter. Like, I mean, it really doesn't matter. Number 1, Coffee called Jeff from Texas. Texas is a 1-party consent state. Coffee is simply not bound to comply with California while he's in Texas any more than you're obliged to follow the California speed limit when you're driving in Georgia. Number 2, Coffee did not call Logan. He called Jeff. Logan cannot sue Coffee on Jeff's behalf. He doesn't have standing to bring the lawsuit. Now, standing is the legal status inferred by the court system on someone to enforce a legal right. Logan doesn't have standing to sue. He's not Jeff's dad and Jeff's a child. Jeff could sue for himself. Number 3, there's no private right of action for a violation of the criminal law in this situation. To be clear, if Coffee were in California and there was no permission, Jeff, not Logan, could go to the police and have Coffee, or try to have Coffee, charged with a crime, a misdemeanor. Not a felony, a misdemeanor. Come on, adults! But Coffee was in Texas. He's not subject to the laws of California. This is a legit joke. And number 4, Logan, Jeff, whoever, they don't have any damages. When a famous investigative reporter with suspenders calls you and says he wants your side of the story about a scam that he's investigating that you're being accused of, you know he's going to tell people what you say. Even if you deny consent to being recorded, you still know that whatever you say is going out to the public, period. He didn't put him on some secret. He used the recording to report on the article he was pursuing. Now, it might be really, really gross if Jeff told Coffee privately, hey man, I have herpes, or actually I have diarrhea. I've got both. But he didn't say that. They were just talking about the dispute. There's nothing shocking at all about what Jeff said. It's certainly not private. It was actually predictably dumb. Now, even if the recording were somehow illegal and something that you could sue over, he wouldn't win any money. He didn't invade his privacy. There's no damages. Logan Paul for the L yet again. So look, I've already explained that he hadn't talked to a lawyer in my last video. Well, look, he hadn't talked to a lawyer. He made it clear yet again. It is actually that simple. All right, that's my hot take. I love breaking down the day's top legal issues. Get down in the comments and tell me what you think. What's confusing? What did I miss? What's your pro se opinion about what I'm talking about? Now, if you like what you see here on this channel, lawyer up with me, America's Attorney, subscribing immediately, like right now. But also, be sure to check out this video here, or heck, watch them both. Until next time.